today's video is going to be myself setting up my August debt snowball, sinking funds and our wedding fund. So definitely stick around for that. This is just a quick overview of our month with all of our bills. If you haven't seen my August budget video, I'll leave it in the cards up above. But I have been actually having a lot of interest over on my Instagram of people asking me to help them with their budget. So I've decided to offer that for just a little fee. So if you want me to help you with your budget and I set it all out for you and you can see what maybe you should be spending in each category roughly and how much you would have left over for savings. I also send over my monthly budget sheet and some paycheck budget sheets as well from my Etsy shop included in that little fee. So if you want me to do that for you, then head over to Instagram, send me a wee message and also send me your email address so that I can send you everything over and I can get that out to you. But yeah, this is how I set up my budget. So I've got my monthly overview, my budget and my weekly check-in. I've also just put up my week 1 check-in on my channel. So again, head over and catch up if you haven't seen those videos already. But this month is going to be a little bit different because I had to go over onto this page for week 5, which I'm not happy about. I hate the way this looks, but it needed to be done. I usually put my sinking funds over 2 pages. I like them side by side with my sinking funds and my transaction log, but I'm going to do that on these 2 pages. So I think I'm going to start with my debt snowball this month. So let's zoom you in a bit so you can see. So let's think about washi. I think I'm going to use this for sinking funds and transaction log. So let's use the pan leaves for the debt snowball and my wedding fund. So if you're unfamiliar with a debt snowball, it's just listing all of your debt and then trying to whittle it down. Usually you start with the lowest amount, which is typically what myself and my fiance have been doing, but we have some things on, I guess you would call it credits, like you get it and then you don't have to pay it back for like 12 months, 6 months, it's like a lie, couple of months. So we've got that and there's some things coming up that are due to be paid. So I've kind of had to shift things around and I'm not doing it in the correct way. But as I always say, budgeting and anything like that is to suit you and your family and your household. So that's what we're trying to do. So I just put down my little washi strip, the heading, and then I put down our first strip. So these are the categories that we've got. So we've got debt, the beginning amount, what I paid in the month, any interest, and then ending. So as of this month, I have 4 pieces of debt. Some people may not call it debt. We don't have like credit card debt or anything like that. It's just things that we have to pay off or that we are paying up, such as our bed or our hot tub. So some people don't call it debt, but I would rather class it as debt and pay it off than see it as not a big deal and not really worry about it. For me, this is the debt that we have. I've tried really hard not to get us into like loans and credit card debt because I know that's kind of a spiral that once you go down it, it's really hard to get back on your feet. And I know lots of people have asked me about that, like how to deal with that, and I would try and help you out as much as I can. I don't have a lot of experience in it, but I will try and help you. But for now, these are the debts that I have. So we have Thomas's monitor. He bought this a couple of months ago and it is one of those things, it's like we bought it and then we had 6 months to pay it. I think, yeah. He bought it just after we moved into the house, so that's first. Then we have our hot tub. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you'll know that we got a hot tub in May, but I actually paid my dad back just because we weren't allowed or authorised to credit because we just moved house. Obviously our credit rating went down when our mortgage hit, but it's starting to climb back up now. So he bought it and we were just paying him back the amount that we would have paid on credit. Next we have our bed. We pay a monthly direct debit for this, but when the time comes we are able to put a chunk of money towards it. And last but not least, we have our fridge. Our fridge is our biggest piece of debt, but is also one of the ones that is due up to be paid the start of 2022. So what we have decided to do is to pay off the smallest amount, which is our monitor first, and then we're going to move on to the fridge, because the bed and the hot tub we pay a set amount every month. Hope that makes sense. So I'll explain to you. So the beginning amount for each, so from last month, the beginning amount for the monitor was £254. Our hot tub was at £500. Our bed was £575.85. And our fridge is at £904. So in total, our debt was £2,233.85. So that's what it's looking like just now. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit more, just that we're there that you couldn't really maybe see. So next we put down what we paid for each of them. So for our monitor we paid £150 towards it. Our hot tub we paid £50. Our bed we paid £38.39, and we paid nothing towards our fridge. So if I pull up my calculator, we paid a total of £238.39 towards our debt this month, which is good. We typically aim to pay over £200 every single month. We usually do pay a little bit more, but we did have one of our friends' birthday, so we put the extra £50 from here. We usually put £200 towards debt. We took an extra £50 just because we knew we would be spending a lot of money away, so that's where we took that from. In terms of interest, we pay zero interest right now on all of these. And then let's find out our ending. So in terms of the monitor, our ending for this one is £104, so that should get paid off next month. The hot tub, it is ending on £450. The bed, we started with £575.85 and we paid £38.39. So in total we have left £537.46. And our fridge is remaining the same at £904. So our overall debt amount is, oh, we're under 2,000. Perfect, is £1,995.46. So we have broken that £2,000 mark, which is super. Love that. So let's now put down a little piece of patterned washi. Let's go with this beautiful yellow. Love this one. I love the colours in this. It's like a little taste of summer before obviously it goes into the autumn season. So it's that last kind of burst of summer that we have left. So I like to do that, and then what I typically like to do is put down little dots to mark out our 5-month plan. What I'm going to use is these yellow dots from a Christmas box that I got. It's not what I typically use, but I think it should still work. Perfect, so those are all of our dots down. So I'm going to do a 5-month plan. I'll zoom you out a little bit just so you can see. So we're going to do for the months of September, October, November, December, and this will be us going into 2022 with January. So I like to do this all the time, every single month, and sometimes it goes to plan and sometimes it doesn't. For example, last month, for the month of August, I predicted that we would put £200 towards the monitor. That didn't happen. So what we're going to have to do in September is pay £104 towards the monitor, and then the remaining £96 we're going to put towards the fridge. Like so. So I'm going to go and fill out the rest of these months, and then I'll come back once I'm finished and just let you know what our rough plan is. Okay, so this is our 5-month plan. So after September, we pay off the monitor and then we put £96 towards the fridge. The remaining 4 months we are putting £200 towards the fridge. That should give us a total paid of £896, which means we only have £8 left to pay on the fridge. I did this last month. I'm not sure if people enjoyed seeing it. Oops, I'm dropping everything. But I actually estimated how much we would have left in total debt by the time like January came. So let's actually take a little piece of paper. We could actually sit together right now and work it all out. So our amount right now is £1,905.46. By the time January comes, we will not have a monitor. Hot tub will be down to 400, 350, 300, 250, 200. So we'll have 200 for the hot tub. Our fridge, like I said, we will have £8 left, and if we take our monthly payment of £38.39 for our bed, we multiply that by 5 is £191.95, and we take that away, we will have £345.51 remaining on our bed. Add that to the hot tub and the fridge, and our total debt by the end of January should be £553.51. I'm hoping everything goes to plan, because that sounds amazing to be nearly at only £500 worth of debt, and then by the time May comes, we should be debt free. Obviously that'd be amazing, but I know for certain that will probably add something. We've been in talks of getting a new TV and paying that up, and just life happens, but the fact that I get to have this plan really does help and keeps us motivated to keep going. So that is our debt snowball all done. Let's flip over and I'll quickly put down our sinking funds and transaction log.
Did you ever stop and think, why spend too much time just getting ready? Let me be honest, I don't know a single thing that I haven't done to make you notice me. Let me be real here. When I see you, my heart starts racing.
Okay, so that is kind of the rough setup that we're going to have for our sinking funds. From now on, we're going to have 4 up until December. So we're going to have Thomas's money. So myself and my fiance, we just put it as a sinking fund, our money every single month. So you've got Thomas, and then you've got me. We are also going to have a Christmas sinking fund starting from now. Trying to save up as much as we can for Christmas. And I also have started an extra sinking fund just for myself, for me to save money for Thomas's Christmas presents. My fiance hasn't started his yet. He was in the talks of trying to work out his own money, and he's going to do that. So maybe next month he will have a pocket. But for now, I'm going to have a little pocket. So Kate's Xmas. And that is mainly just for me being able to buy Thomas some Christmas presents. I'm zooming it in a little bit so you can see. So our beginning amount for everything is always 0. We do typically spend everything out of ourselves and my fiance's monthly money, just for things that we need. We are adding in, so Thomas will get 200. I get 3. We're adding 100 into the Christmas money, and then for my little pot I'm adding in 80. So altogether that is £680. And I'm going to leave it there because I like to see at the end of the month what's came out, what's changed, so that will be the minus part, and then I always fill out the ending. So I'm just going to put a little piece of patterned washi, and then right down here at the bottom I'm going to put a block colour piece just to finish off the page. I actually forgot to do that for my Debt Snowball. I'll do that once I have finished everything, probably once the cameras are off. So I'm going to do that. I don't know whether to put our little dots. Usually I do that just in case anything changes. So I might just put a couple. This is just for maybe if we took money out of an account to pay for something, just to remind us like we have to put it back in. Things like that. So I'm going to put 4 right here, for anything that's maybe changing. And then all we have to do on here is set up our transaction log. So I'm actually just going to speed it all up and then show you the finished result at the end.
I lose my breath whenever I see you. You stole my heart, what is it that you do? My life was great till you added colors. Like the moon needs the sun, we don't care about the other.
Okay, so that is the transaction log all set up. So as you can see, hopefully, we've got our sinking funds and our transaction log. So last but not least, the only thing we've got to finish off is our wedding fund. So this is obviously something new that we have started because we have booked our wedding. So I'll quickly show you last month's just to show you how it looks when it's all set up. It's not a very interesting page, I just like to keep track of it, just the way I did when we bought our house. I used to have a home fund. So what we have is we have our fund, like our fund category, and then we have gifted. Our gifted category is just family members have gifted us some money ever so kindly, so that's what we've got there. So let's set it up for this month. We have added more, obviously, of our money towards it. So what I like to do is just again take our last piece of a big washi. This will match our Debt Snowball one, because usually I like to have them side by side, but changed it up a little bit. And then we have our wedding fund script. If you're unaware, all of my budget stickers are from Planella. A PR code is linked always in the description box down below, as well as a link to her Etsy shop. She is so kind, so if you ever have anything you want to add, like maybe a home fund, or if you're saving for a holiday, things like that, then just send her a little message, or I'm pretty sure you can buy like the labels separately. It's only a couple of pounds or things like that, and it helps so much just being able to set it up the way we typically do in our budgets if you are a sticker budgeter like me. So we only have 2 categories, like I said, our fund and then our gifted amount. I'm going to put them down there. That is a little bit wonky, but we will move on, and I'll just put down our lines. So this is kind of just like the Debt Snowball one, I guess. You just don't have interest. So we have our category, which is our fund and our gifted. So at the beginning we had 0 in our fund, but we had £900 gifted. And this month we are adding £300 to the fund, and we got no more gifted. So we're ending with £300 in our fund and £900 in the gifted. So overall we have £1,200. We will typically be adding £300 every single month into our fund. That is because by April next year we have to pay £1,000 to the venue, which we will be able to do in just kind of 4 months, so we should have more in there. But starting next year, obviously that will only be a year until the wedding. That's when things will start to pick up, and we will be probably spending out more money, buying new things, more appointments, things like that. So you will see our wedding planner more when it comes to next year. But that is everything all used up. I always use all of my budget kits, and I'll quickly show you a flip through of August. So we start with our monthly view with all of our bills and our expenses all tracked. We then move on to our August budget and our weekly check-in page. Our weekly check-in page does go over to here. We then have our Debt Snowball set up, our sinking funds and our transaction log, and finally we have our wedding fund. I do have like one sheet of paper back to front, but I usually just rip it out because I do not need it. After there is a month when I do use it, so maybe at Christmas I set up, well, November time, I set up a Christmas budget sheet, a presents list, things like that. I loved doing that last year, so definitely think I'm going to do it again. But that is everything for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you've watched until this part, comment below green hearts. Yeah, comment below green hearts if you've watched until this part. And have a magical day, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye!